So what we're going to do now here is talk about rounding off, and let's do it with some examples. And as we do the examples, we'll just go through the characteristics of rounding things off. Let's start here. Let's do this. Let's take this number here, and we'll round it to a different number of significant digits. So first of all, we've got 6354. Let's round this to one significant digit. So just one significant digit. So we've done number one. We've determined the number of significant digits, 1. Now identify, here's the second one, identify the digit in that number. So we start from the very left and we look for the first significant digit. That's the 6. So we've got 1 and we only want 1. So we're going to round off to this significant digit. Now, here's how we do this. Note the digit to the immediate right. So look at the 6, go to the immediate right. We have a 3. Now down here it says, if that digit is 5 or less, is less than 5, accept that digit to its left. So here's what this means. This makes it look a little harder than it really is. Look at the digit just to the right. If it's less than 5, like 4 or below, you just drop it, round it off, drop it off, and make everything else zeros. So what we're going to have here is 6 and then 0, 0, 0. And then what you might think of is we're rounding this number to the nearest. This is in the ones, tens, hundreds, thousands place. We're going to round off to the nearest thousand. So this number here is closer to 6,000 than it is to 7,000. In the second one, let's take this number here, 6354, and round it to 2 significant digits. So starting from the left, here's the first, that is significant. Here's the second, that's significant. So we're going to round to these 2 positions. Now look at the third digit, the one immediately to the right. Well, according to the very bottom here, this characteristic, if it's 5 or above, we're going to increase our digit by 1 and then make the rest of them zeros. So what we're going to do is we're going to increase this 3 to 4. We're going to round it up and make the rest of them zeros. So we're going to get 6, 4, 0, 0. So to round this number now to 3 significant digits, here's our first, second, third. All right, so we're going to round to this tens position. So look at the number immediately to the right. It's a 4. So it's below 5, so we're just going to drop it. Well, we're going to round it down to 0. And we don't need increase. We just accept this one as it is. So we are going to get 6, 3, 5, 0. Let's round this one to one significant digit. So what we're going to get here is, there's our right, starting from the left, we'll have a 2. So look immediately to the right. It's below 5. So I'll just drop everything else here. Not really drop, I'll round them off. Drop them off to 0. So we're just going to have a 2 here. So this is just going to be 2, 0, 0, 0, 0. And if we go with 2 significant digits, here's our first. Now the 0 is significant, right? Because it is between 2 significant digits. So it is significant. Look to the right. This number is 5 or above, so we're going to increase this one here by 1 and make the rest of them zeros. It's going to look like this. 2, 1, and then 0, 0, 0. So how about we try this decimal number here? Let's go to one significant digit. So counting from the left, starting from the left, the 0 is not significant, right? Because it's not between 2 significant digits, and it's not to the right of a decimal. So the first significant digit is the 8, and we want one significant digit. So we'll look to the right. That 7 is above the 5, so we're going to round this up and make the rest of them zeros. So to round this to one significant digit, right, that's our first significant digit. So we're going to round it up to 0.9, and we're going to leave it just like that. Now we're not going to do this. We're not going to write this 0.9 and then turn the rest of those to zeros, because these zeros would be significant, right? Because they are where? They're to the right of the decimal and to the right of a significant digit, to the right of the decimal and to the right of a significant digit. So we don't want to write this, because then we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 significant digits. So we're going to leave our answer just like this. So to round now to 2 significant digits, let's come in from the left. There's the first, there's the second. So we'll look over here. to the third, the one to the immediate right, and it's below 5, so we're going to just accept this number as it is. So we're going to write this now as 0.87, and then we're going to stop, right? We don't write anything else. So just like in the last one, number 5, we're not going to write this. We're not going to write 0.87 and then turn the rest of those to zeros. Whoops, too many zeros. Because these zeros would then be significant, right? They're to the right of the decimal, and they're to the right of significant digits. So we're not going to write those, and we'll just claim our answer is right here.